You're listening to the AFTERBUZZ TV Network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Keith Johnson.
From the AFTERBUZZ Studios in Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies, this is AFTERBUZZ TV's Faking It After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AFTERBUZZ TV's Faking It After Show.
Woo-woo.
Katie, this is your cue to sing it.
Yeah, come on.
There's a way out
Hey.
there, not
Say it to me,
my
girl.
intention. There you go. Usually it's my
Sorry,
job
he
to
beat me
sing,
in the
but I thought
head.
since we have a professional singer, we'll let you do it.
You should sing with me.
Maybe after this. What's up, guys? It's Tuesday, so you know what that means. It's Faking It After Show, Season 1, Episode 7. Faking up is hard to do.
Yeah,
I'm
it is.
Sterling Cates, and with me we have Roya and Cortez.
Hello.
Hello, hola.
And our very
Roya.
special guest, Katie Stevens.
Woo!
Hello. And Rita Volk.
Yeah!
With our with our
Yeah, there's
with
so
our
many people.
pilot microphones,
I know, right?
Yes.
preparing for landing.
You guys fly planes too.
Yeah,
see?
we do it all.
Boom.
How do you find the time?
How do you? How do you?
It's a skill. It's a skill.
Well, we are so happy you're here, and we have
Yes.
gotten so many of your fans have talked to us and cannot wait to have you guys answer some of their questions. So we'll do that a little later on. But first, we kind of want to get to know you a little bit. Roya has some lightning round questions, so we'll do that real quick.
3 questions,
Just to
all right?
break the ice. Who doesn't
Okay.
love a good icebreaker? You know?
I get
Are you
nervous.
nervous?
Yeah.
I'm nervous now.
I get nervous that like I'm not
gosh.
going to be fast enough to do a lightning round every time. Every time someone does this, they're like lightning round, and I'm like,
Is there a buzzer?
No,
Nope.
just
No.
no, it's not like a competition. This
No
one.
one prepped me for this. I don't know. Okay.
All right, you ready? This is a really difficult one, okay?
Uh-oh.
Superman or Batman?
Batman.
Superman. I just went against her. I don't know.
it's going to be different.
Another really hard one, okay? You ready for it? Ice cream or frozen yogurt?
Ice cream.
Oh, God.
Oh, wow, almost got smacked. All right, now this one I'm going to throw something at you
Okay.
for whatever your answer is.
Okay.
So choose, yeah. Are you ready? Okay, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles or X-Men or Power Rangers?
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles
X-Men.
and Power Rangers.
Bam!
X, what did you do?
X-Men.
Can I
Iceman?
do
Oh.
Teenage X Rangers?
No, we'll go with your first answer.
Okay.
Teenage.
All right,
Now,
Rita.
Beetleborgs.
Ready?
Boom.
You know,
Hey,
you know-
hey,
oh,
you
sorry.
ready?
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 Catch.
One,
Ready to
two.
catch?
Yes.
Nothing
Ready?
Came at me.
Boom. What is-
Yeah.
One more, one more.
One more. Oh.
There you go.
Our say twerk team.
Yeah, I was gonna say yes.
Our say twerk
We
team.
say we have
If none of
We
you, if
couldn't-
none of you know what these are,
This is
this is a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle bracelet,
Yes.
and this is a Power Rangers bracelet.
And
Boom.
this is
Bam.
X-Men because that's the coolest.
And our say hashtag twerk team.
Yes. We
We
couldn't
have
find
auditions
one.
each week for
Yeah, Roy, you
twerk
couldn't
team.
find one that says
Twerk
squirt,
team?
squirt. I'm sorry.
I saw
twerk
something.
team.
I saw something amazing online today, and it said, "Learning how to twerk. Step 1. Reconsider."
That's a good
That's
one.
really funny.
So that was all my, yeah, that was
Okay,
it. That was it.
well,
Really
I guess
quick, you
we
know.
like
know
it.
that you like ice cream now.
But
so
speaking
that's
of
cool.
online, real quick, YouTube video, I didn't realize you were in, Katie, The Beauty and the Beat by Children Hall.
Yes, I was.
The best, I saw that a while ago, I loved it, and I was like, oh, who's this girl? She's awesome.
Someone sent me that, and I didn't know it was her, and I was watching it for probably a good, 10 seconds, and I was, is that Katie? And then I texted her, I was like, is that you? She's like, yeah.
It's so funny because I did that 2 or 3 years ago, and it went viral when it came out, and then everyone kind of forgot about it. And then a few months ago, people are like, "Oh my God, I saw that Beauty and the Beat video, and you're in it." And it was so many people that know me didn't realize it was me until the end of the video.
Wow.
Well, it's
Yeah.
great.
But
love it.
I did Idol with Todrick, and he called me up and he
Oh,
was
yeah.
like. He was like, yeah, well, we have, this girl. She actually is Belle at Disneyland, but she had to cancel, and we're shooting the video tomorrow. Could you possibly come in and sing the song tonight and then film tomorrow in Crenshaw Heights? And I was like, All right. Didn't know what I was getting myself into going to Crenshaw dressed like a Disney princess for 12 hours.
That's what I'm talking about.
So funny.
I said I throw it out there. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to mention that.
So should we dive into this episode?
Let's do it.
So we left off last week with Karma leaving because of the threesome. Felt a little uncomfortable. So you planned it. Like
She planned.
celebrity breakup.
Yes.
Which is dope. That's pretty dope. A celebrity split? That's dope.
Celebrity split.
Yes.
But I love the binder, and I loved how
It was
like
prepared.
Yeah, it was in the the paper. God, what is that thing called when it's in
A three-ring binder?
no
The
sheet protector?
A dossier. She has
It was,
many
like
of them.
laminated and stuff.
Can we just appreciate how much time Karma takes to make all of these
Like
binders?
everyone, I knew going into this episode that everybody was gonna hate Karma, but can we at least appreciate?
Can we appreciate the
her dossier?
lamination or the laminating? I don't know what the word
Like
is.
she puts in thought to some things that she
Okay.
does.
She is
Yeah.
detailed.
She
Binders.
is very detailed, and
Staples would be
it's-
proud.
You even
Staples would be proud.
She even planned a list of questions for Amy to follow in case people asked where Karma was.
Well,
which happened.
What I like about our show is very satirical. So, like, the whole celebrity breakup thing. Just
Right.
the whole episode was just
Yeah.
satire.
Right.
But, yeah, it was fun. This episode was fun,
was
at
a fun
least for
episode.
us to play.
So,
but-
so since we have you both here, what was it like filming the threesome scene? And is it something that you guys have done before, like on camera?
What kind of show are you at here?
My people-
But, like,
I don't know
was it
Lord.
uncomfortable to have to film the beginning of a threesome?
You go.
Okay. It was funny because, like, when I got the script, I was like, oh, okay, well, looks like we're doing a threesome. Okay. And it was one of those things, obviously, we knew that we were going to be, because I was like, oh, it says that Karma looks sexy in lingerie. I need to start working on it. But that was the cool thing, was like going into wardrobe, and I love a good corset. So I was like, yes to the corset.
Your corset was pretty badass.
It was pretty badass.
Yeah.
I felt like I was in Moulin Rouge. Or something. But it was one of those things though that, to have a threesome on television, in that situation, since we had never done that, and it wasn't like we were gonna do the threesome,
Right.
but to have that situation in the motel room with the three of us, it's an uncomfortable situation to be in, and I think that it was great because here are these two girls that don't really
Yeah, it's
know
just
about their
uncomfortable for
sexuality.
them, so.
It's supposed to be, kind of, it's not even supposed to be funny. It was one of those things that going in, like, the situation was comical, but then you see how vulnerable these two girls were. So, we were vulnerable just having to take our clothes off, but, everybody was so professional in the room that it didn't even really faze us. And
Totally.
it was uncomfortable but comfortable at the same
So it
time.
turned out to be fun.
And we
Yeah.
we knew each other pretty well at that point, and I mean, I don't know, I almost feel like that kiss was just as not uncomfortable, but it's just those little things that you have to do, with every episode. It's like, oh well, this isn't a surprise anymore, I guess we'll just go and do it, and then it's not that bad. But we're comfortable enough with each other at that point where you just have to laugh it off.
So what do you do to prepare though? If you know you're getting ready for a scene where you have to kiss,
Lay off. I laid off.
Practice on your hand.
I laid off eating
Lip
raw
exercises.
onions.
Or garlic.
And I laid off eating raw onions and
You
garlic.
stretch your lips.
I laid off the
thing.
cheeseburgers for like a week or two.
Thank you, I appreciate that. I ate.
thoughtful.
I wanted to.
I was at Crafty eating donuts the whole time.
Yeah. I always said that I wasn't gonna have a cookie at the end of lunch at Kraft, but I was like, I'm gonna have a cookie.
Okay, every episode we've heard about this craft
Kraft. Wait,
situation
can we
with all the
visit?
food. Yeah.
Kraft.
Come on set and
Yeah.
eat with you
Yeah.
guys.
Oh, we're always there. It's terrible. They have donuts and
so
like,
funny.
and of
They
course
like-
there's a tray of vegetables that no one will ever
Eat.
touch. And
I
I'm
tried to do the balance where I'd be like, oh, yes, this cookie's so good. Oh, God, I better have like a strawberry or something to make it feel like I was eating
That
healthy.
is so
Right.
funny.
Well,
Because Bailey
Look,
brought it up
no.
and Michael
No.
brought it up too.
It's free food. It's
Yeah.
great.
It's free food, but it's one of those things that it's kind of cruel because we're all trying to like look good on camera and stuff, and they're
try-
like
they make
free
it-
warm baked cookies, and
Yeah.
I'm like, God, I can't. But then we're eating them, and like all the people that work on the show are like, you know, it's really nice to see these actresses eat, and I'm like, give me more
It's hard.
cookies.
It's hard out here, you know.
It's
Just
hard
take
not
what you
like
can.
That's what's up. Let's get into the episode. Oh, this episode was written by Wendy Goldman.
Yes, we love her. She's the
I call her
sweetest.
Betty Boop.
She looks like
my
Betty Boop.
that's my nickname for her. She has this like ooh like this
She's just a
attitude.
ray
She's so
of
sweet and
sunshine.
she's just
Well,
she's
she's an
just
awesome
so
writer.
like spunky and so
Amazing.
She's
Yeah.
amazing.
The
So
whole
she,
writing.
She
team.
wrote the whole episode.
She wrote the whole episode.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
So what's funny?
I wrote
is,
half of it. Not a
What's
big deal.
funny is what's funny is all the writers kind of sat down and they all discussed. You know, they had the ideas for the breakdown of what the season was going to be in each episode, and they all were like saying which episodes they wanted, and they all happened to want different episodes. So they all wound up with the episodes that they wanted,
Oh,
Nice.
That's
awesome.
dope.
which is cool.
Oh.
I love the line. It's gonna sound really weird. I love the horny parrot line. Like I've never heard that comparison. I was like, that's
that was
great.
a fun scene to
Yeah.
shoot because I came up to Carter and Wendy and I was like, how much of a parrot do you want me to sound like? And they were like find a happy medium. Don't go
Right.
too crazy, but
There
you
were
know,
a few times that I laughed.
Really?
And I broke.
and Katie messed it up.
It's
and
so
we had
funny.
to do
we,
it again.
We got a blooper reel, and like all of the bloopers are me breaking and laughing.
That is so funny.
Yeah.
I want to
well,
see
and
some
that.
of them
her-
were really intense. Like,
her cursing.
and you were just looking at me like, what is wrong with you?
I thought that was a perfect to put on Instagram. The bloopers.
Great line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So at the beginning of the episode, I guess this is more for Roy and Cortez. Did you think that Katie's character was jealous because of Amy or because of Liam?
I think she was using it as an excuse. She was jealous of their kiss, but I think there was something going on more internally because of that kiss.
Right.
And
For Amy.
Yeah.
It's
and
really amazing. I feel like people are talking about me while I'm in the room.
I know, right?
Yeah.
You are.
And I don't know. And I don't. I'm
We're talking
like, am I
behind your
Amy, am I
backs.
Rita. Sometimes people
Yeah.
call me Amy.
But like I
They don't know my
feel
name.
It was very hard for me to call
Bailey, Lauren, I still, it's
You know
hard.
what? For some reason, me too.
Yeah.
And so, and I work with her, and
Right.
I always want to call her Lauren.
You're right.
She
looks
could
like
be a Lauren.
She
Yeah,
could be
she
a
looks
Lauren.
like a Lauren I know.
She could be Lauren.
What about
She's tiny.
what about you, Cortez?
so
Did you
great.
think that Carmel liked Amy, or do you think she was jealous of Liam?
I definitely think it was
Poorly.
more so a jealous thing to where, because if you remember, she looked at Liam before she walked away. Like, nigga, are you serious? She looked at him like, excuse me, sorry, wrong word, sorry.
I
But
was
she was
getting
like,
southern in here. You know what I'm talking about.
she's like, are you serious? And walked away. So it was more so, sorry.
That's okay.
It was more so, yeah, I think she was like looking at Liam a little bit more.
Okay. All right. Well, before we get back into the episode, let's talk about Maria's new book that came out today.
Yeah, we got a little promo. Maria's gonna talk about it.
Yeah, let's hit it.
Where are you, Maria?
Hey guys, Maria Menounos here, and I want to share my newest book, The Every Girl's Guide to Diet and Fitness, with you. Basically, every woman always stops me and asks me how I lost 40 pounds, so I decided to put it all in one book. Everything I did to lose 40 pounds step by step, and how you can too, is in here. I did it with no time, no money, and no willpower, and now I'm going to show you how to do it too. You can pre-order it on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Target, Walmart, wherever books are sold, and it's out June 3rd. So I hope you guys love it. I hope it helps you in your weight loss journey, and please, please tweet me and update me on your progress at Maria Menounos. Thanks.
Y'all, I got to get that book.
Yes.
Bikini
Yes.
season.
Yes,
Holla.
if you remember, she also had Every Girl's Guide to Life. This is the book, Every Girl's.
Guide
She
to
looks
diet.
amazing.
I
Guide to
see
diet
these
and
photos
fitness.
because I'm like, when did she have 40
Yeah, there we
pounds
go.
to
I'm the
lose?
end.
I know,
Yes,
right?
And she looks amazing.
She looks
You all go out and get
I-
this book.
yeah.
Maria Menounos is actually our founder of AfterBuzz TV, so we love her very dearly.
Talking about
so-
having to prance around in some lingerie.
Yeah.
If I looked like that, I would wear underwear everywhere.
I would wear corsets all the time.
Really? And she's holding an apple. And what is this?
I eat an apple every day,
See?
and I don't.
That may be in the book. So if you
And I don't look like
that. So we can
I
get
just
you
gotta start doing more sit-ups.
and stay away from the craft.
Whoa, I don't know.
I'm never
No
staying away from
cookies.
the craft. You know what, girls?
Nope. Eat a
Keep eating the
cookie.
craft.
Eat the craft.
But it's not
Boys.
just how she lost 40 pounds and it's also how she kept it off.
Yeah.
Yes.
And she
That's
eats
the
certain
hardest part.
things too. She doesn't just go hardcore
Yeah.
diet. She eats everything normal. She goes
That's-
to Chili's a
I
lot.
think
and
those-
stuff.
those,
It's great.
those diets don't work.
Yeah.
Well, no,
It's a
I'm gonna be
lifestyle.
honest with you. I'm a health coach, and it's 80% nutrition,
Yeah.
20% exercise.
And I think it's
Yeah.
just consistent,
Yeah.
It's
staying
consistent.
active consistently.
But you can have those cookies though, but you just have to do something else.
I can't give up the
I've
cookies.
been
I had
doing
two
it.
today.
Eat a cookie, run a lap.
A cookie for every lap you run.
Yeah.
Good one.
All right. Should we
Boom,
get back
boom,
into the
that's my new one.
episode?
All right.
let's do
it.
So the whole episode, Liam is torn, or he's not torn, but he's upset because, well, at first it seemed really genuine because I thought he didn't want everyone to think that he was ruining this relationship and this whole thing. But then in the end, we find out that he wanted to.
Yeah.
I was kind of thrown
I
by
was
that.
flabbergasted.
Flabbergasted. I was dumbfounded
I
and
was-
flabbergasted.
What did you got?
I'm loving the words.
Did you guys
think-
expect him to react that way?
See, that's the thing is like I realize everybody, and it's not just because I play Karma and that I work with Greg, but like I feel like everybody obviously want Karma and Amy to wind up together, so everybody hates on Liam. But like,
Don't
he's
hate on
not
Liam.
a bad
No.
guy.
No, he's not,
No.
and he really
He's
likes
not.
this girl.
He really likes this girl, and everybody, you know, they're watching it from the viewer's perspective. So they see Amy's side where Amy, you know, is in love with Karma, and then they see Karma's side where she's wanting to be with Liam, and vice versa.
Everyone just loves Karma, and she's meanwhile in the corner eating cookies. So it just
That was not where I was going with that. But my thing is
she's
like,
over there crapping.
yes, it's wrong that like Liam knows that they're a couple,
Right.
and is like still going after it. But like, can't help how you feel.
Right. Well,
and
I like Karma and Liam. I
Me
kind
too.
of like
I
every time
do.
they secretly hook
Well, I'm
up in his
selfish.
only class.
Careful.
I do too.
Art.
I mean,
Art
it's a
shop.
good-looking couple.
Yeah.
I do too,
I have to
because here's the thing: is nobody keeps this into consideration, and I get it. But Karma's a 15-year-old girl.
Boom.
She wants
Yes.
to be with the cute boy. I was 15. I pined after the cute boy, and then I wanted my best friends to be there for me to tell them,
Right.
and to say, "Oh my God!" So I kissed this cute boy, and like I really like him, and I really think he likes me. Like
made
every
out in
girl,
an art box.
We made out in an art box. Like every girl wants that.
Whatever.
And no
thunder
one-
box.
I don't. What's it called?
Yeah,
Last
what
case
was
of
that?
emotions.
Glass
That's what
case of emotion.
Is it
A
sex
glass
box?
case
sex
of
box.
sex box.
Yeah.
He's been working on this sex box the whole
The
season.
thunder
That's his
box.
only class that he has. Every time we see Liam, he's
thunder
in
box.
there
Workshop.
in the workshop.
My brother watches the show. My brother looks at me, he goes, "So when do you guys go to class?" And I'm like, Hester High is different.
I swear, the scene with Liam, anytime he's in the art room, reminds me of Footloose, and he's just mad. He's gotta dance, you know. Like, that's all he's gotta do. It's like the comparison.
I would love a Kevin Bacon
Yeah.
breakout.
You were like, Liam, get to it, get it. But I'm a little selfish, and so I want Carmi and Liam to
Carmi.
be together because I want Amy to myself.
Oh,
How does that make you feel, Rita?
my headphones just fell off.
Don't make her blush over
I'm a
there.
little flustered.
So I said,
What about Karma?
Well, Whitney is watching.
Karma, you have enough options.
Well, they told me I could not be in
greedy.
playing. Well, you told me I couldn't play in Hester High School.
Yeah, you don't look like you're in high school,
I can
Cortez.
cut this off.
Listen,
I cannot work out anymore and cut this off.
He's
I promise you.
he's the D1 football player.
I-
Graduated.
Boom,
Yeah,
graduated.
You could be like the football
Right.
coach or
See,
something.
Oh, that's a different scandal.
That would be bad for
I
me.
think that's a little illegal.
Next year,
I think
next
there's
year I'm
laws
faking
against
it.
that.
If faking it goes into college, maybe you can take a role there.
Okay. Thanks, Sterling.
Sorry, I didn't know. I was just being realistic here. I just want to help you
Realistic.
pursue your dreams. I'm not going to be realistic. You know who I really feel bad for, though, is Oliver.
Yes.
Poor guy.
He's
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
cute. Like,
What
really
a
do.
cutie.
Yeah. His face is
why don't you like him?
because I'm in love with you.
But like my thing, like the line that he
Am
says
I
where he
wasting my
goes,
time? I don't know. But
the line that he says where he goes, "I have a shoulder to cry. In case you have need a shoulder to cry on, I got both of those. If one gets damp." I was like,
I'm just like, I don't care.
"No, you guys are supposed to go to lunch and eat millet. It's the
Right.
grain of the
Yeah.
day."
Yes.
He
It is
lunches.
a
Why
great-
don't you
yeah.
lunch with him?
Amy is she's just caught up
Tortured.
on this girl, and nothing. She can't see anyone or anything else.
That's what
What
happens
was the
when
girl
you're in
you
love.
went on
That's
a
love.
date with at Twain? Was it Jasmine? Yes.
Yes.
Are we gonna see her again?
Do you want to see her again?
Of course.
Yeah.
We need to make Karma jealous, you know? Make her want what she
He's
can't
moved on
have.
from Amy.
No,
He's already,
no.
I see it in his eyes.
He's moved on from Amy. He wants
No, I would
Jasmine.
never move on from Amy. I want to see Jasmine more so because I don't know. I think she played a really good part.
She did.
You know.
Yeah, she was kind of like what Shane is for Amy, and
Yeah.
Shane is that person, her kind of mentor in a way, because she doesn't know what she's doing. She's never had these feelings before, and you have Shane and Jasmine, and they're both very comfortable with themselves, and they know who they are, and you know they're out and proud to be out. They're not victims of anything, and so she meets this other person who's a girl. Who basically tells her, you know, if you need to navigate your way through all of this, then you could always, you know, come to me. So she's important in that way.
Exactly. So that's why I was like, I want to see her again, but not with you.
Jasmine's her Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Okay.
I like it because they set it up for her to come back, I think.
I think, they did.
And she was great. She was really awesome.
She wasn't going to be like this, like, amazing, you know, Gandhi for you if they weren't going to bring her back.
That's true.
That's true.
The
Talking some sense.
Like the siblings in the bar, they're probably not going to bring them back, the twins.
No.
Oh my gosh, please don't. That was so uncomfortable.
That was so...
I thought they were kidding.
I hope
first.
they figure that out.
I do.
Well, at least they're in love.
Yeah.
Again, love is
But
key,
before we move
right?
on, Sterling brought something to our attention last week about how when you call Shane, he never answers, but he always gives good advice.
Yeah, I was saying I need that person I can call that doesn't answer, but I work it out myself.
Have you noticed, like,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, like call
you're
me back.
so right.
Right, exactly.
And I talk it out to myself.
And there's a light
you're always
bulb.
calling Shane and he never answers, but
Right.
he gives you good advice.
That person doesn't even have to exist. Like it
Right.
can be like
I guess I could call myself.
Like some kind of
Leave a voicemail, right?
like, for yourself.
Hey, Sterling.
Hey, Sterling.
Hey, it's Sterling. You know, it's me again.
They got great family plans. You can get another cell phone and just do it. You know? Get the pleasure of hearing the phone ring.
So what do we do about that?
All right, well, let's get back into Karma's plan of their celebrity split up. So first she says that she's breaking up with Amy because Amy doesn't want kids.
Yeah.
And then they change it to something more realistic,
Like
that
colleges.
different colleges, which is a good breakup. That's why I broke up with my high school boyfriend. Sorry.
But is it a little too soon for
Awkward.
colleges to talk about that? I mean, if you're 15, you're not graduating yet.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Karma thinks stuff out.
Yeah.
way
I
in
think her
advance.
planner.
She's
You know,
a
there
planner,
are...
and
There, I don't think, like... I think that she was just trying to find ways for them to break up and, like, trying to think... She's like, oh, that's logical. We're in
Yeah.
high school. We're going to be going to college. It's fine.
It's more realistic than the
I
kids
mean, it's
thing.
satire of teenagers reading way too much Us Weekly.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's true. Totally.
Yeah.
And then it ends up being wait, first of all, the funniest thing I thought was that you guys would have these like enclosed meetings of like, my readers want the facts.
It was so like, what is that, Scandal? It was very like
Yeah, it
Scandal.
was very Olivia Popey.
Yes.
And that
they made the
scene,
Olivia
the way-
Pope joke.
Yes.
But the way
Hello.
they shot that scene where it was the three of us and, you know, just that circular
That-
scene was
Yeah.
so cool.
Yeah.
There was our cinematographer, Doug, is
Amazing.
Shout out to Doug. He's awesome.
But I remember we had like 5 minutes until we had to wrap.
Yeah.
And we had to do that scene where it was wrapping
People
around.
were
and I
freaking
just
out.
remember like we were doing it and we were doing it quickly, so we had no time to think about how funny the situation actually was. And one of the last takes we had, I just remember like I was doing this, looking at the Vashti Nadira character, and then all of a sudden I just went and I just broke laughing.
and then everyone
everyone got
just broke
so
laughing.
mad.
they were so pissed.
They were like, "We have to get this," and I was like, "I'm sorry, I don't
Jamie
know
was
why
gonna
this
kill
came
you.
out." We got it though.
We got it.
Yeah. You got it. I would
hope.
have never known.
So in 5
Right.
minutes, how many takes did you have to do?
That's the thing, we didn't even know because it kept going in
Oh.
a circle and they were like,
just
let's do it
kept doing
again.
it.
And we had no idea
gosh.
where it was, and I was trying not to laugh.
Always a struggle.
Life is hard.
I have to say, Cortez did get a prediction correctly. You know, got to give him props
Yeah.
where props are due. He said that Tommy was going to spill the beans about the threesome happening,
did.
which he does to Lauren and Lisbeth and Leila, or is it Layla?
Layla. Yeah.
All right. And
I love those two, by the way.
yeah,
They're hilarious.
Lisbeth is hilarious.
The part where
God.
she goes, "Well, there are those pits. We died."
She's been waiting to say. My favorite scene was how that whole thing was very Mean Girls-y, and I didn't even hear what they actually said because I was like thinking, like about she slapped me in the face once. It was awesome. Like that's just what I was thinking.
The part where she goes, it was like she sneezed on my face once and she didn't even apologize.
Nasty.
How could she? But Lauren takes this as an opportunity to, kind of make a little status symbol.
Change it into the mean girl status.
Yeah, so she realizes that all the hotties of the school that Liam's hooked up with are going to bond together over the fact that he is ruining these relationships, and they're still trying to get over him and that whole thing. But she actually just wants friends. She doesn't really care about the whole Liam thing. Because at lunch, she's like, oh, so let's talk about, like, my outfit instead of Liam,
Yeah.
So, but that plan doesn't really go that well because Shane is out to get her.
Oh, yes. And then everything unravels.
Dun, dun, because of the
dun.
pills.
Dun,
Lisbeth,
dun, dun.
what are we going to do with Lisbeth? Spilling the beans about the pills. But now everyone knows that it's a threesome, and everyone knows that that's why the relationship's on the rocks.
That's like in my high school, like if it ever came out to the school that there was a threesome going on, that would be shut down.
Yes.
But instead, Principal Penelope's like,
let's announce it.
Well, it's a very progressive high school.
Yeah.
It really
here's
is.
one thing you don't do in your high school, guys. Don't do that.
Yeah, I was a little shocked that they made it on the announcements with the thing and kind of gave them a forum.
Yeah.
Or
To-
just
for the
don't.
apology.
It always
Don't
makes
tell
me
anyone
laugh.
you're gonna do that.
Yeah.
Because it will get out.
It always makes me
It
laugh
always
when
gets
Karma's
out.
like, I invited Liam into the threesome. I'm like, you're saying this on the morning announcements.
But it's really funny how like the teachers and the lunchroom lady are so involved.
Yeah.
in,
Yeah,
like,
Irma. I love that lady.
Yeah.
Her little rainbow.
Yeah, Irma.
She's amazing. She was
everything. Did y'all hear?
Karma and India, break it up.
She's great.
Love it.
That is so funny. So I was thinking that Karma is obviously jealous, and she's having to think of all of these reasons, and they never really came up with one. But you apologize on the news and say that it was your fault, and Amy takes this as you kind of coming out to her about your feelings for Amy. And Liam definitely thinks that it's, you're like, oh, well, he
Getting
doesn't
back
like me,
together.
that you're getting back together with Amy.
And
Isn't that crazy how that happens?
Yeah.
The irony of it.
Miscommunication at its finest.
Exactly.
And I spoke a lot about the whole ending part of, after we make up and everything and we're sitting in the schoolyard, and then, of course I apologized to her and say I really did mean it, and then the whole part with Liam, it really was, what I love about this episode is it really was Karma realizing the crap that she's put everybody through and the stuff that she started, and really realizing what an effect it has. It's the first time that Karma has understood the repercussions of her actions.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's what I love about the show. And when she, she really means it when she says it to Amy. I meant it. I really did mess up. And I think that we should still break up and go back to being the way that we were. Like, what I love about it is there was no underlying plan for anything. She was just sincerely like, I just want to have my friend back, and I promise I'm going to make this up to you.
Right.
And then... you could go.
I, of course, interpret it totally differently
Yeah.
and think that she's,
In love with you.
that she's in love with me.
Right.
Yeah.
I did like that Karma finally realized that how the situation that she's putting Amy in, because I say this every single week. Amy has gotten the shortest
Short
end
stick, yeah.
of the stick in every episode, and
Poor
it's frustrating.
girl will
yeah.
not catch a break.
Yeah, you really can't. Amy really can't catch a break. So
She
I really
really
did like
can't.
that Karma kind of step back and
She
realize
moves to Hawaii
that
in episode 8, so she's like, I'm done.
I can't deal with this
I can't.
anymore.
She's not even in the 8th episode.
So then Liam. So then you go to Liam and the sex booth.
Yes. And this was...
It's
sex
the
box.
Thunderbox.
This was something that, like,
The thunder
going
from-
through and, like, analyzing this whole script and analyzing, like, me, Carter and I, when talking about it, and Wendy, when talking about it, we discussed how Karma was honestly just going there to apologize.
Right.
Like, no expectations. She just wants everything to go back to normal, so she was just like...
I thought that too.
Why are you
I'm
laughing
going
at
to
me?
the Thunderbox. Karma made another binder.
That is so true.
You're the
But I actually
worst.
thought, that's the first thing that came to my mind. I was like, the light is going to come up and they're going to be having sex. I actually thought that we were going to see like the camera on the outside of the box.
In the
In
shadows.
the shadow. That's what I was thinking. I knew you were going to kiss or something. I just didn't think
Well,
that was going to be in a desert.
and me reading it, you should have seen me the first time I got the script. I was like, oh, how cute. Just going to apologize. Oh.
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 I didn't get it. I I didn't understand what it was, and then I thought, how are they going to make this
But you know
work?
what? I
Right.
did
Like,
realize.
what's the
I
Thunderbox?
did realize
What's
what it was because Gossip Girl was my guilty pleasure
yes.
back one day long ago.
Back in the day.
But the characters Serena and Dan, like it's like the two unlikely people, they get together and they get together in like this tinted thing and there's like lightning on the walls and stuff. I was like, oh my god, I feel like I'm in Gossip Girl. But like, yeah, I like wrecked my knees during that scene because we were on.
Same.
Oh yeah, they
sand.
were. I was there when
And
you
you had
guys
the
shot
skirt.
it.
And I was just going like, ow, ow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was difficult. But that's a thing that I was saying before Rita was laughing at me.
I just have so many inappropriate things in my mind right now. Like, jokes
We're
that I
talking
can
about a
say.
sex box.
I'm sorry.
Now's the time. Let them all.
But
Let 'em all
but no, like like everybody's gonna be real pissed at Karma. I get it. I understand. Everybody wants Carmi together, but she wasn't going there to have sex with Liam.
Right.
She was going.
I
there
I
to
didn't get the
apologize.
vibe that you were going to try to hook up.
think
I
I
just
just put two
started
and two
laughing.
together.
I was
Yeah.
just sitting there watching with you guys, and I was like, ready, and all the angry tweets.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, and everything was like, Karma, no.
But if anything, that just shows how wonderful of a character she is.
Yeah.
Because for her to admit to herself and to Liam that, look, I'm sorry that I lied to everybody. I'm sorry that I did this. And you were going to walk away. You didn't go there with any other intention. So I think that was very big of her.
How
Thank
noble.
Yeah,
Thank
but
you.
what she said was kind of mean inside too. Like when she said that she's gonna break up with Amy, she doesn't even know.
Yeah.
That was kind of, and Liam's the only one that knows about that.
Yeah.
I was like, sneaky. Whoa.
Oh, that's
but
right.
at the same time, when the lights
I
went
forgot
off,
about that.
I was
Wait,
like,
what?
yeah.
When I said what?
You said a line to Liam.
I
You
forgot
said,
about
You
the
told
very
Amy
end of
to
it.
still
I
break up.
said-
faking the getting
We're-
back together.
Yeah.
And you're gonna
Yeah.
break up. But
Well,
you
but
are
I
the only
did
one that
say
knows it.
I did say that.
Well, Amy
to
does
Amy.
know that.
Yeah, but
'Cause
you're
I had just said where I think we should break up for real.
the
but-
way you said it
Eh.
to Liam, like you are the only one that knows it, so we can do it.
I wasn't expecting Liam to be just like so 100% in for I think I'm falling for you, and then Karma being like, I'll catch you.
Yeah, like I was like, let's
Yeah.
put some extra cheese lines.
Yeah.
Yeah,
know, right?
but I wasn't
Yeah.
expecting it to take that turn because this whole time I just felt like he just wanted to hook up. Maybe
But
not.
that's the best place to hook up. I'm just gonna say I can't
The
hate
Thunderbox,
Karma for that.
No, you
Yeah.
can't top that. You
Exactly.
can't top a box that has
That
thunder
was-
in it. You
so
just
who got
can't.
to keep that box?
Let me.
I
you
did.
know,
It's my garage.
So I'm
waiting
not
to
gonna
use
talk. I'm
Some
not.
nicknamed Thunderbox.
I had 2 memorable last scenes with both of them. I'm not gonna say which my last scene with Rita was because that's in episode 8.
Okay.
But
Well,
the
go
last scene that I shot
It's a
with Greg
circle.
of the entire first season was the box.
What a way to go out with the bang.
Yeah. Oh.
Go out
And
with
I
a bang.
watched the whole thing.
She was sitting on the sidelines going.
Really?
I was like, what's gonna happen? Well, because it was beautiful the way that
Really?
it was shot, and I again like seeing it all come together was really cool because the way that it was written in the script, I didn't really understand. I
couldn't
couldn't
picture it.
visualize
Yeah,
it. Yeah.
yeah.
So
Okay.
Yeah, when I saw Karma walking in, I'm like, okay, there's sand. Well, that could be doable. Sand's kind of like a beach. I guess it's romantic. And then when the lights switch, I'm like, oh, okay. This
Your
is cool.
walk.
Hey,
you can tell. You can tell by your walk, like you as you're walking in there, like the way that sound of your walk was like. Dum,
it's the
I'm
boots.
coming
It's
to
the
apologize.
boots. Oh yeah.
I'm coming to apologize. That's it.
Now, real quick before we get into the questions, we've got a lot of fan questions that we want to ask you guys. And I want you guys to see your little swag bag. Booker. So Liam talks about his family in this episode too. He says, "I'm like a Booker. You know, I destroy lives." and-
Destroy people's lives.
So is that for you guys? Because I'm sure you might know, and I don't know. I'm not gonna try and get that out of
We
you,
actually
but
don't.
Oh, okay. Well, then perfect.
well, then I have no idea either.
Do you think
They don't know. I don't know.
Do you think that's a reflection on his father then?
Of
Like
course.
his father really did something really harsh, because if that's
Of course, I know we were thinking about how we think
real
that his
mother.
family doesn't love him, or
Yeah.
maybe they don't have a relationship. But I actually think that they did something. of
So
that nature.
what
Well, I was
do you
just
think
thinking
happens to the real
isn't
mother?
whole Squircle thing, like
Yeah,
they're
that's what
stealing
I'm saying, yeah.
students like information and stuff. That's pretty bad.
But what
Yeah.
happened to Liam's real mother?
I don't know.
Tell me, Sterling.
That's the thing. It's like I don't know. What's amazing though is that like Carter and the writing team, everybody on the show has a secret, and each
Got a
individual
secret.
each individual person, like we all know what our secret is, but we're not allowed.
We're
to
not
tell the
allowed
rest
to
of the cast.
say anything.
So like Greg knows what his secret is. Bailey knows what her secret is, and we're all just kind of like, honestly, we
Wait,
don't
I
know.
don't think you and I really have.
Well, our secret is like
as big
the
as.
show, obviously.
Oh, right.
It's your.
That makes
Amy is
sense.
not, Amy is not
that's right.
necessarily-
The show is about your secret, in case you need me to
That,
tell
oh,
you.
is that what it was? Oh, I missed that part.
Well, Amy, I don't think Amy really has a secret. I just think she just have
Yeah,
a
she
mysterious.
does.
She will
Well,
have
she-
more secrets.
Well, at
Don't tell
this point, I just think she has a mysterious
Oliver?
life.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Oliver.
Well, Oliver. But my thing is like,
Oliver, I know what his secret is.
where's your father? Where's your
Where's
father?
your father?
Where is my father? We don't know yet. We don't know that.
That's a mystery.
That's
and
what
I
we
think
need to see in
that
season
will
2.
be developed in
And
season
that's
2
another thing of why
if
I
it
like
so
that the
happens.
writers here though, like they actually have a lot to keep seasons to keep going.
Yeah.
They do.
Well, because that's the thing is like, you know, I am not creative in the writing scripts aspect. So like when I first read the pilot, I was like, how are they going to keep
Where is
this
this gonna
going?
go?
Yeah.
How is this going to keep going? And then now, you know, after, because we've seen all the episodes, I'm like, God, I can't wait to see
They're
how it
so
keeps going.
good.
Yeah, there are so many
Were you
options.
expecting for it to be this popular or this like good?
We
I
when
knew-
when we read it, we knew that it was a really awesome concept because there's not really anything like this for that demographic of young
Right.
kids. We didn't realize though the reception that it would have. I mean, I think when you go into something, you know, you hope that people are going to watch it and they're going to, you know, like it. But you're also on set for like 13 hours a day and you're shooting and it's out of sequence and you don't really have really kind of an idea of how it all comes together and you're not even thinking about what's actually going to happen when it's out there. So when it came out and all the social media attention and the fandom, it's incredible. So no, you can hope for it, but until it actually happens, you don't know what it's like.
And I think that it's one of those things, like, I remember we would, like, sit and just talk to each other and be like,
I hope they like us.
do you think that they're gonna like us? Like, do you think it's gonna be popular? And we're like, I hope so. And then I remember, like, it was right after the show aired when we were in New York. We were just like in Rita's hotel room and we were just like crying.
We
like,
cried like 3 times
we
that
cried
trip.
like 3 times and we were
cried.
crying and I was like,
cried in a bathroom.
And I was like-
Katie cried in the living room.
And I
then
was
we
like-
cried in the car. We
So many
kept
different
crying.
locations.
So many different
We
locations.
never cried together?
No, we were crying
We cried
together.
together.
We were like,
Yeah.
I was like, people like us, but like, I'm scared. And she was like, I'm scared too. I don't want anything to change. I was like, let's never change. Like, just the cheesiest crying session.
But that
where
shows
we're
your
like-
humility though. I love it. That
That's
shows your
so
humility.
funny.
I love it.
Well, yeah.
Well, this is like both of our first things.
Yeah.
And
Break out.
because we're a part of MTV, we wouldn't have been able to do the stuff that we did otherwise.
We do
like
cool stuff.
Like, you know, obviously their headquarters is in New York, and so we were on a billboard in New York, and that was my first time in New York.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, I've never been
That
to
was
New
my
York yet.
first time in
This
New
one
York.
goes
Well,
to New
no,
York
I've
for the
been
first
when I was
time.
like
Yeah.
6, but it was like a day. But this is like my official trip to New York, and I get there,
Lucky.
and you see that it's just mind blowing.
And I'm from Connecticut, so I had been to New York a million times, and just like as a little kid would go to Times Square and be like, I really hope one day my face is up there. And then we were walking to Times Square because we were going to see our billboard, and I just knew that we were approaching. And
I
then,
didn't
like,
know.
and then it was
I knew where we
coming.
were, but I didn't know on what side. And I'm just like, and then I just start walking faster, and Katie's behind me, and I'm
And
just
I,
like, where
and I
is
know
it?
it's
Where is
happening.
it?
I know it's happening, and I just like start like shortness of breath and everything, and then like I see it, and we both start
were
crying
hyperventilating.
and like hugging, and there are
Yeah.
these 2 guys eating hot dogs, and they're just kind of like not understanding why we're 2 girls like crying in front of a billboard, and then they like look
they're-
up at the billboard,
and they're
then
looking
they look
at
down
us,
and they were
they're
like,
oh yeah, and then they recognize us.
Makes
but like other than that, like nobody else came up to us. Like we're
No.
sitting like taking photos
People
with
thought
our
we were just-
billboards, and people are like,
People thought we were crazy.
yeah.
Those girls must really be fans of those 2 girls up there on the billboard.
Yeah.
Are there? Wait.
That's
So funny.
All right, should we get into some fan questions?
Yeah, okay, so we have a bunch.
Okay.
Yeah, we
but
got so many questions, so we're going to have to do this.
This is how we're going to do it.
methodically.
We
Okay.
have numbers 1 through 23, and you guys got to choose those numbers.
Okay.
So that way we aren't
And
picking.
we'll read the question
Yes.
for the number.
Cool.
And obviously, guys, I tried to filter it, but we'll see. Anyways, pick your number.
Who's
5.
okay?
Okay, number 5. Oh, this is from on Twitter at Flawless Carmi because
Oh.
you guys are
They
so
make up awesome
flawless.
names for
This is a funny
Ooh.
one.
Hashtag flawless. You guys are
Okay,
like
flawless.
Beyonce.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Queen Bey.
Okay, this is for Rita.
Okay.
Who's the better kisser, Katie or Greg?
Choose wisely.
And then for Katie, I'm gonna so you can start thinking about it. Who's the better kisser, Rita or Greg?
Well, Katie, I remember a certain interview that recently happened where you were asked that same question, and you said that they were both great kissers. So I'm gonna reciprocate your answer and say they are both great kissers.
Oh, I thought I was gonna get some dirt.
I feel like now I should like come up with an
Oh, you're gonna say?
I will stick with my same answer, but I will give explanations as to why.
Go ahead, go for it.
I will start. I'll leave you for last. I'll start with Greg.
Okay.
Greg, I call Greg pillow lips because they're just like soft pillows.
They're like two Tempur-Pedics.
two tiny Tempur-Pedics
What more
on his
could you
face.
want?
What
a
more
kisser.
could you want?
That's yeah, two tiny Tempur-Pedics. And
So what do you call Rita?
Are you saying my lips are small?
No. Rita has very voluptuous lips as well.
Angelina Jolie.
She's like Angelina Jolie and like
No, keep going.
and like Giselle. She's got like this Giselle Bündchen thing going on, and the Victoria's Secret fashion show
Yes.
is like my holiday. I like watch that every year, and it's like I tell myself I'm gonna go on a diet. This is getting way off the subject of Rita, but I tell myself I'm gonna look like that by the next year. So Victoria's
And
Secret.
this has been going on for years.
Apparently she had to talk about it.
I see. So like I lived out. It's like I would kissed her when she was in her bra and underwear, and she kind of has like this Giselle Bündchen thing going on. So it was kind of like that.
Okay. I'll have to change my answer too.
Okay.
Okay. The same note, Greg, I agree with what you said. Yes, he has pillow lips. Katie.
And he smells nice.
And he smells nice.
That's
He has
always
great
a
hair. He has great hair. It's nice to, run your fingers through his
And
head.
he's British.
And he's British. But
Are we
Katie,
getting back in the studio?
Can we talk about someone else?
Can I add? We're both bilingual.
yeah.
Ah.
And Katie loves red lipstick, and she wears red lipstick a lot.
This
So-
is an awful thing to lead up to kissing me with red lipstick on. Continue.
No. So what I was gonna say was that when we're on, set, we have a little bit of input into kind of what our makeup is like, and so they put nice, bright lipstick on Katie, and it's just nice to look at the voluptuous red lips before you kiss them.
Sum it up. Make it look good.
Yeah, all right.
Make it look good.
Mine was so much better. I'm let down a little.
Why? They look gorgeous.
You're saying you like staring at my lips.
And kissing them.
That's
I'm
not-
saying the anticipation that happens before you kiss them.
All right.
You're like,
All right.
I think that's
right.
a compliment.
I know,
All right,
right?
let's get into the next question. What's the next number, you two?
3.
Number 3. All right. So
3 for 3.
this is from @FakingItDaily.
Okay.
Describe each other's characters in one word. Dun, 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 dun.
Planner.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, that's kind of boring.
But I can understand why.
That's no. I'll think of another one. That's kind of firecracker.
That's good.
They
I
make
wanna
it
say
good.
secretive, but like you're not. This is so hard. Why did I get one word?
Just say big and shorts.
Just say Crookenbush.
Wait.
Cumberbatch. We don't remember that one.
Discovering.
Oh.
Okay.
All right.
I actually like that. Okay.
works. All right,
Pick
next
another
question.
number.
Okay.
All right, last one.
Okay.
Last one.
Yeah, we're running out of time. I'm sorry.
God.
Dun, dun,
13.
dun.
No
13.
pressure.
All right. At Faking Out, what's the best scene you had to film?
Slash favorite.
It hasn't happened yet.
That hasn't happened yet. That's all we can say.
Okay.
It hasn't happened
It
yet.
hasn't happened yet. It's
Yeah.
in next episode.
And we're
Oh.
yeah.
So that you both have the same
So
answer.
I
then?
will totally next week after the episode
We'll
airs,
gush all about it.
We'll gush all
Can you
about
tell
Yeah.
us one that has already happened that was fun?
Oh, yeah.
That was fun to film.
I love the Croquembouche episode. That
We
scene where
did
we
too.
throw everything at each other. I was scared because we had two models, 2 fake ones, I think, and then a real one, and it was very technical. There was a certain way that I had to reach my hand in so that it would fall over. So I
Yeah.
had to do the scene. Obviously, I'd done like all the lines leading up to it before, but then there was like a master shot where I went past, the room, said my lines, and, had to go in and punch this cake. And I was so nervous, and all I could tell myself was, don't screw it up, because you have like 2 shots to do it. And of course I wasn't even thinking about my lines, but yeah, but it was a fun day, and things got messy, and Katie was like so desperately, she just wanted that stuff. She wanted to get hit, and she was just like, hit me.
By the end of it, like nothing had hit me, so I just
I took it, and I was just like, and I put some cream puff on her head.
Yeah. Mine, I would say, like, I liked shooting all of episode 3. I just thought, like, the dynamic of me trying to one-up the Soleil character, like, was just so funny. I just loved that.
And you got to sing.
And I got to sing. And the singing, that's a thing, though, is, like,
song.
I sing all the time in front of, like, a lot of people. And I feel more comfortable singing in front of a lot of people than singing in front of a small crowd. Mm-hmm. And when we filmed that part, they were just like playing the song like over, and I had to like lip sing it. But the fact that like it was me singing, and all of these people that were in the room were listening to me, and I could see all of their faces, I was so nervous. I was shaking like a leaf.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things though, like when I could sing for thousands of people, but when it's like 5 people in a room and I see all their faces, I don't want to mess up and then see someone's face go.
It's much more up close and personal.
Yes.
Yeah. Do we have time to get into predictions, or do you have your
the
winner of the
promised,
creative
Yeah, we asked
question?
the fans to give us a creative question, something that we can't Google or find on other interviews and stuff. So at Faking Out actually got a good one, and so did at JJ284B. So Faking Out's question is,
Sounds
if
like a
you
Terminator.
I know, right? That's what I'm like.
All right.
if you could write your own episode in season 2, what would happen in that episode?
Oh man.
Ooh.
Oliver and Amy would be together.
Ooh.
Cortez appears.
I would want
Cortez appears.
I would really like, is this weird that I really would like to have Karma walk in on her parents smoking weed? Is that weird?
No,
might
that
be a
seems
little
like
random.
that.
I feel like that would happen.
It might be a little random, but let's go with
But
it.
that's so like that's
It
like
would
so
happen.
I concur. Yeah.
Like Karma would have to, like, her parents, she couldn't find them, and she had to like run the juice truck by herself, and then she's like, where are they? And she finds them. Not very creative. This is why I don't write television.
That was actually good though.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
I think it would be funny. They're funny. I like my parents.
I like my parents too.
I guess
Me too.
speaking of parents, I would like Amy to go shopping with her mom and actually enjoy it, because I think,
that's good.
yeah, I think she's such a a clueless character in some ways with all of that. That I think she just needs to go out and be a little bit more of a girl and learn how to do that. And I think that'd be a sweet moment.
Nice.
I would also like Amy and Karma to go to dinner with the parents together and have Bruce and Farrah and my parents all at one dinner.
Hang out. I want them to be just drunk, all of them.
That could happen. That could happen at the dinner.
Oh, that would be
Yeah.
great. Yeah.
Like, I want them to get trashed and hang out together and see what happens.
Yeah.
So the Terminator the Terminator one. JJ284B. How much lipstick was spent for episode 6 of 3 to Tango?
What?
How much lipstick was spent?
Was spent.
Was spent.
Yeah.
We did not wear lipstick. We
Well, look at these
wore-
luscious lips.
I
A
know,
lot,
right?
obviously.
We wore chapstick.
Oh, really?
So it was like some reapplications had to occur.
There was
it
no
cherry
point
flavored?
because they would just get, of course.
It was,
Is
yeah.
there any other flavor?
Good to know. Good to know.
So you guys do have
Thanks
little
for
swag
your
bags before we go into quick predictions. Katie, you mentioned in episode 3.
It's Bieber.
I don't know if I'm supposed to
No,
see.
you can look.
okay.
Yeah, go for it.
And we have a nice Justin Bieber wallpaper or paper.
Yes.
This is
Ghetto
cool.
tissue wrapping for you.
Whoa!
See, that's what I'm like.
I got a Green Bay Packer bottle opener. This is so exciting.
Hey, girl.
Right?
Oh God.
Oh my God, Disney princess.
It's Ryan Gosling.
Go.
Disney
In a-
princesses.
Oh yeah. You guys know how to do it.
Okay.
These are my
Oh, yeah, I
favorite.
love Roya.
Episode 3.
Yeah.
Your character was eating M&M's.
M&M's. Hold
flat
it,
out,
like,
yeah.
hold it.
Is this a shot glass?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh my God, I have to hide these. My brother's gonna try to steal them. I got a Green Bay Packer shot glass and a bottle opener
It's like
Hot tamales.
this morning.
I know,
and
right?
milk duds.
Milk duds.
Those of you who are listening.
Chargers.
Is this for the threesome?
Just for the threesome.
So those of you who are listening, we have Amy and Karma in the studio.
It's hands.
Going through
Not
their
lube, Rita. It's not lube.
their
I
brown
just
paper
got
bags.
that. I didn't realize what happened.
Like the tuna sandwich.
Yes.
I just want to know where my Ryan
you a Green Bay
Gosling
Packer
book
fan?
is.
The Katie, the Chargers thing is to remind you that we're gonna kick your butt in this new season. Just letting you know. So
Damn.
just remember that every
Yeah.
time.
More M&M's.
And
Yeah.
you know what?
And
When you
milk duds.
lose, I'll take a shot for
Good
Burn.
one.
And I'll
Duds.
open it.
Yes.
Okay,
with
while they're
this.
still going
So
on.
you
Thank
can
you,
take that to
guys.
the craft with you.
Thank you.
Yep.
The craft. Okay.
With you.
prediction?
We have to.
My
when
dad's
Bailey,
gonna try to steal these.
when Bailey sees it, just let her know hers is on the way.
And
Okay.
hot tamales were for last episode.
for being so hot.
Yeah.
And the duds were for being your character's been duds.
So
at
when you
one
eat the
point.
milk
I'm not
duds-
standing up for herself, so like
Got
So when
it.
you eat the milk
Right,
duds,
right, right.
Amy, when you
See?
eat the milk duds, think of me.
I will.
All right, okay. All right,
Wait,
we're running
okay.
out of...
I will.
Cortez, let's not get inappropriate.
chocolate.
We're running out of time, so should we do
no.
a quick
This-
predictions, or should
yes.
we do this dynamic?
Yes.
All right, Cortez,
All right.
what do you think is going to happen?
Holy.
Your AfterBuzz TV
Predictions.
predictions.
Dun, dun,
So
dun.
really quickly, what do you think's gonna happen?
I don't want to go first.
Okay, I do really quickly. I think for next season, I'm jumping ahead because I'm hoping for season 2. We're gonna find out Liam's mom is actually with Amy's father.
Liam's mom is with
wow.
Amy and father.
Oh,
Aww.
good one.
That'd be cool.
I'm just saying, I'm gonna throw that out there, and then it's gonna
That's
be an
the
awkward
only
moment.
father figure I have.
What? All right. Cortez, do you have any other ones?
No,
No.
like your
I don't-
birth
just
father.
go.
I'm not even.
All I
I
want
know,
is Oliver to be happy. That's not really all I'm concerned with. What about you, Cortez?
No, I don't have one.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm excited for the finale.
Okay, Katie and Rita, thank you so
Yeah.
much for being here. Can you
Yes.
please tell the people where you can find you on social media or anything like that?
You can find Rita
Yeah.
at...
Do you tell them? Because I don't know.
I knew she didn't know. That's why I'm doing this.
I love you. This is why I love you.
At the real Rita Volk.
The real
on
one.
Twitter.
Uh-huh.
She does not have
I don't
an
have an Instagram.
You need to get on that, sister.
No, but like there are like a bunch of
No, there are a lot
ones.
of fake ones, and fans are like, oh,
And
your favorite
you can find me at all my social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, because I have all those, at the Katie Stevens.
Yes.
What about you, Cortez?
You can follow me on all of them, Instagram, social media, and all on Cortez G West. Make sure you go out and pick up your Every Girl's Guide to Diet and Fitness by Maria Menounos.
Yes, and guys, you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Hey Roya. That's HeyRoya. Where can we find you, Sterling?
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Sterling Cates. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Please go on iTunes, rate and review us, and we'll see you next week for
Yes.
the last episode.
Watch them do the squirk on our social
Yeah.
media. We're going to have them do the squirk.
All right, bye guys. Thank you.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later. Bye you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.
Thank you for watching AfterBuzz TV on YouTube. For more of your favorite after shows and interviews, subscribe to our channel here, and be sure to share your opinion on the episode in the comment section below here. We'd love to see what you guys are buzzing about. Thanks again. Buzz you later.